as you know, China's investment law in the past has, it's placed a lot of challenges on these clients that want to invest here. But looking at this presentation today about the new changes to the investment law, it looks very encouraging. It looks very promising. I think that the trend, the general trend, is in the right direction. It makes company law for potential investors more in line with the law of their home jurisdictions, particularly those from common law countries, the company law, as well as the investment law. So it remains to be seen how these laws are actually implemented and enforced in practice. But based on the presentation today, I'm very encouraged and look forward to seeing how these new changes may help our clients to invest in China in the future. Yeah. Well, I think that the efforts to simplify the company formation system will be very useful for investors, for foreign investors. I mean, for example, under the current law, these companies have to come into China and set up either the wholly foreign owned entities, the so-called WFOEs, or do a joint venture. And both of those formats or those forms of companies are quite different in structure from what they're used to back home, and impose a lot of obstacles and burdens on them in terms of the formation and the continuation of the companies. With this new structure, where they simplify it and they do away with those WFOEs and JVs, I think will be very useful.
Thanks very much for your good question. Yes, the foreign investment law had just promulgated last week, and it's really have substantial changes and reforms for the current foreign investment law systems. For example, it provides more details in terms of the foreign investment promotion and investment management, especially foreign investment protection. And secondly, it also just unified all the provision into 3 systems, which will replace the current case-by-case approval system, which are: the first one is the pre-established national treatment and the negative list, which means all the industries which has not been provided in the negative list that will become accessible for the foreign investors. The antitrust and the national security review system, which also adapted to or can adapt to the international standard, which have been governed by the CFIUS in US and the EU as well. The next one is the information reporting system, which means as soon as the company has been set up, which only can report information as required by the law, that will be fine. So through this kind of case-by-case approval system to 3 system, which will be more cost-effective and a more efficient way for the foreign investors. The foreign investment law also provides 5 years transitional period, which allow the current foreign invested enterprises to make changes, especially for the Articles of Association, which can adapt to the new foreign investment law as well as the company law. So it's advice for all the current foreign funded enterprise in China who can learn and study the current foreign investment law, and then to customize their Articles of Association as soon as possible to adapt it to the company law and the foreign investment law. Thank you.